Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another video, guys. Welcome to our match preview for tomorrow. Yes, the game starts at 3, I believe. So yes, it is Liverpool match preview. This is Liverpool content, guys. So yes, we still got the match reaction as always. Then post the leads which I did. I had my prediction show, so it's all clear. So we're done with the one. So let's move on to Brighton now. I believe we're home. So don't forget to turn your notification, guys. All the level content will be coming up for next coming videos. And guys, thank you for watching, guys. Can close to 500, so keep it going. Thank you for supporting this channel. So let's hit a like target for 1,500 likes, guys. Really appreciate, guys. We're gonna keep. Wait, so let's keep them coming, guys. So go to 500. But let's get into our video. As always, let's get into it. So from last time out in the Premier League, as I did not put my reaction, which I did already on my prediction as always. Yes, it played Leeds from last week. Right. Liverpool were okay. I think they're still in the top 10 table. Yeah, they are in top 10. I think it's important for Liverpool. How can they turn to good wins? Well, not exactly. Something, I don't think tactical change. Something happened to our team, because we aren't good at Premier League, so we're just gonna improve what we've been doing. Like, I think we aren't doing great so far in the Premier League. I think there is something going on that we should work on. There's some situations that we just learned what just happened from every squad. Just we are looking at, and so many set pieces or consistent for them. I think for this Premier League, I think does this ever happen to us? Well, yes. So by the way, let's get into the press conference for Arne. As always, I'll be posting I'll be posting it about Slot gonna say what happened. Yep, got the video for it, so I can post it on my post. Go ahead, watch it, guys. It's that simple. So let's get into our press conference. So Mohammed Salah will be involved against Brighton. I will have a conversation with Mo this morning, and the outcome of the conversation determines how it will look tomorrow. Exactly. With Mo, now he's been thrown under the bus. He made an interview, which is shocking to hear that he's been, knocking out game time, didn't have much time to play. I think he was pretty mad. Because I thought he was not happy because he's been not doing very well. His form, bit of ups and downs, so something happens to him. But yes, he's trying to explain himself in the interview what was just going wrong with him. I think he'll be involved for tomorrow's kickoff. I think he'll be ready for it. I think he'll be starting on the lineup as Slot will pick him. So yeah, I just see him starting. So on what he needs from Salah to resolve the situation. Now, what I need is a conversation with him. And I think the next time I speak about Mo, should be with him. I'm not in here. You can't keep on trying, but there's not much more to say about it. Other than that, I speak to him today, and I said the outcome of the conversation determines how things will look tomorrow. Yes, about the situation they were talking about under the bus thing. Now, when they talk about the interview, I thought it was outrageous. Mo was outrageous as always. As I explained to myself and the fans, wants to know why he's been under the bus. And yes, Slot did talk to him about what happened. Since he done something to him, to the manager, which he done something really bad, being disrespectful. For me, it's not the way we lacked of situation he has right now. Just not been good at all, because I think the conversation with Mo and Slot are trying to discover why he wants to start tomorrow, to see how this game will go. So yeah, I think to resolve this situation, I think from the game time and how much time to play, I think he's just been really disappointed how he was in a couple of games he didn't start, but I think ups and downs is getting worse, so I think he will keep it going. I think he will resolve in other way. So one other part of the issue is asking him to do more defensively. You can try in multiple ways, but I think I just said that the next time I speak about him should be with him. We've spoken a lot in the last week after the Sunderland game. I think there's been a lot of conversation between his representative and our representative and him, between him after the Sunderland game, and today I will speak to him again. Yes, he always speaks with Mo after the Sunderland game being drawn. It was 1-1, and there's some really shocking defensively something wrong with Mo not doing too much defensively, doing great, which not being. Yes, they were talking about he couldn't defend, but he's a right winger. What does he want to be a right winger? But being strong, but definitely is doing a whole back. I think he has so many conversations going on about under the bus. So yeah, whether he has an apology only an apology, same answer again exactly. He wants to apologize to Slot what he'd done to him. So it's just more than disrespectful to hear about this interview. But if you want to see the interview, just go ahead. Get the QR code if you want to watch Mo Salah interview. Something happens, so it's gonna be great. There's so many loads of Q&A here, so stay in mind for this, guys. So let's move on to the next question. It's gonna be very loads to talk about. So on being unbeaten in the last 4 matches, apart from being unbeaten, I think we've shown we have being a team that's last 4 games that we indeed difficult to beat. That was difficult to create chances against us. The team works really hard, put a lot of effort in. We have been again a bit unlucky in the results, but so good resilience for the games in 10 days with not a lot of players available is. I think the compliment the players who are available, how they managed to get first all some results on second well work rate they put in. Yes, according to FootMob, there's some good with teams. I know that things, but that's not the point of that. It's how we've been using so many creativity chances. We've been good, but for FootMob, there's some good with teams, like how they did perform into that game. I think with the team how the last 4 matches unbeaten, 4 matches, loads of Premier defeats and Championship defeats. So we only lost. Well, I guess we only lost one to Galatasaray and the next for the game, which we didn't try our best, because from last 4 matches, there's been I think the team that don't need to be beaten, because there we are unbeaten, one so far in last 4 matches. I think that they're talking about the players, think that injuries when they come back, when they are when they are available here. So, like for example, like Jimmy Frimpong. Now, we talk about all the players that will be coming back. It's hard to show some great resilience for 10 days what they to get available when they come back from injury, like Jimmy Frimpong, Giovanni Leone, and the rest of them. It's it's hard to get our players back, but it's hard to find our top season we have. So I think from the work rate, like in football, there's some good rate and some of them are bad. So we just explain what's going on about it. So let's just move on. On the pack of Alisson Becker return, every time players have available again, let alone a player that as good as he is. That's helpful, but I think Mohammed really did a great job as well. He when he wasn't there, I don't think Georgie or Alisson had to feel doing in general in games, because we have hardly could see a chance in most games that we play. Not all them, but I think in 9% of the games we hardly conceded a chance. So yeah, it's helpful what player or quality is back. But I want to emphasize on the fact that Georgie did a good job as well. It's nice to have him back. Exactly, Georgie's still back and Alisson not back, which is good for Alisson. About his impact, I think Alisson started to improve. To improve a good helpful player, like being a good keeper. Now, between Georgie or Alisson, like I totally honest, I do agree with that. I think those two do a great job at nets, which is good in most of the games when Alisson was injured in past few games, when Georgie keep on playing, he'd be back. Alisson be back for other games that he could have missed of, because those two keepers are actually that good. So I think that's really helpful. So let's move on. So Liverpool and Anfield, and whether they are finding difficult to play at home. Now this is a tricky one. I could completely understand the question if our way form would have been understanding, but I don't think that's that. The situation is as well. I think we've struggled at home and away from home far too many times we would like, and there are reasons for that, which I think I've spoken about. Everybody has spoken about many times, but they never enough reasons to lose so many times. So I don't see there's a relation between home games and our results. I see all the other things. That's the reason why we drop points or lost games. Now about that, we're so good at home to win games or not, which is we dropped points in past few games since we drawn with Sunderland and Leeds, like 3-3, 1-1 in past few draws. I think we just lost games like, for example, Manchester United, Chelsea, and who else? Forest, Man City, and who else? We lost to Brentford. That's some heavy defeats we have. Now, if we explain to ourselves what we can do at home, I think we need to do to protect ourselves. Like in past few games, I think they need to do better at home, because we aren't good at some points. So I think we're gonna keep it going. So on Brighton may target Liverpool on Saturday. Oh, this is a hard one. So we only got 3 or 4. So there's more questions. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. So it's gonna be a long thing to take on. So not only I said this. So on Brighton may target Liverpool on Saturday. Yeah, that's on tomorrow. The only one I say is so clear and obvious every time. Sometimes I say a photo that some pundits have shown that is so obvious that if you see the league, I think the league has become much more direct, but that's the league, and that's their Liverpool, and hard teams play against us in terms of how direct they play. That's, I think, I'm not sure where down the ball. That's one thing, and I think there's been certain game plans against us. I have seen more and more as well, which I referred in a press conference before the end of the game, I said multiple times he had to adapt. Let's take strong in the game. He was struggling to create a lot of chances of the game, and the face of the team like he had a shot from outside the box and score a set piece. So these are the ways to unlock a team that's either defending low and hardly gives away anything. The other option is, of course, an individual that is a place domination 1v1. This is something I look like I mentioned it we have the game. I saw some great example of that. One or two individuals, and they were able to create a lot of another people scored in the game as well. Now we did talk about adapting and our set pieces and our conceding in past few games. Which we did as always against Man City and Inter. They just controlled well with the set pieces, not helpful with that. It's, holding the pressure, like, with the squad players, what they should do. Like, the situation of that is, that we've been dominant in 1v1, like, in pre-fast games since we did not do well in the Premier League. I think from many reasons why we didn't improve as always in past few games, like Man City and Real Madrid and Inter. In past few games which we were not being conceding, like Lonzo was there talking about, like the pundits were talking about it, like what they should be, taking words out of from what they say. But Slaw was right about that. I think adapting's a good thing, but what with that, without getting set piece or conceding, it's just like we can't be losing creative chances. Like it's like creativity, lacking of creativity is the most reason why we didn't do in past few games so many chances. Creativity is lacking all that in our so many set pieces ways. So let's move on to the next question. So yeah, on what learned from Hugo, EIK and Alexander Isak play off front, which with each one of the internal rally. Now, I think we all saw, which is completely normal, the more they will play together, they will adapt to each other better, that they will cooperate. I think it's fair to say that the two who are in the pitch, the two nine Marcus Thuram and Laura Martinez, were more used to play with each other, but I also saw promising things from the both of them. It's been the second time they played it together for obvious reason, because mass fitness is so obvious reason for that, and I think we see more of the future of team of them playing together. But Alex has gone knocking the first half, so let's see how it's recovered from that today. He was a famous for tomorrow. I think he will make that decision to start them together, or doing it a different way. Exactly. Now, what we just learned about that, yes, they were looking at the internal players like Ross Martinez and Marcus Thuram. Those were good. They are just normal. Slot was saying, what are going to do with Hugo and Isak? I think those two played well in both different ways. They play in different positions. Like Hugo plays in left wing and Isak plays up front. I totally stand what it means, like on what they learned from both strikers. They're both great. I think Hugo mostly play on the left more. Isak plays on the front, which is more than it definitely way than we used to. So I think we will gonna keep. I think he said so. He might use Isak to play again for tomorrow to see how it's gonna to go for a different way, or what team's gonna be look like. So an option of playing direct because of the height of Liverpool's forwards. Now, I don't think height always tells you if your player is perfectly equipped for that style. Sometimes players are really tall, but they struggle to win the duels, and sometimes they are less. They were really strong. When you play the long balls towards them, I think both Alex and Hugo, at the moment of the time, you can't better used them with balls and behind the long balls in the body, where I can see, especially Hugo trying to improve. So if you compare with him with watching months ago, we play Brentford, where he's probably got the first taste of means for to have a game where you have him a 5-4 position. That's watching the game, the play over the floor. But I see him trying to do this better and better. But that's a part of the game. There's still room for improvement, and so many personal game in general. Yes, in play the business good team, like in direct ways that we used to have forwards, like Isaac plays up front and Hugo plays on the left. And what he just learned from Hugo, he just started improving a lot. I think he's been an impact to start improving what he did well at Liverpool. Being the left wing is good for him, but Isaac's still a striker as always. But with Hugo always still be improving lots what he did at Brentford. I think he will keep us going to show how much he can help. So on the depth of this show, we only got 3. So yes, there's so many questions to look up. So stay in mind, guys. This won't take longer. So on the depth of the squad, I think it's helpful in coming weeks. We don't play as many games as we did until now. I wonder if they have been more teams that have been 3 games in 7 days. This isn't. I think we had to do it in 3 times or whatever. This isn't. What can I say about this? I'm almost happy that out of the Early Cup, because if you had to play with 13 on field, players have available with any Premier League experience. We have more available, of course, but not for us to have Premier League experience, and we have to go to Arsenal away on Tuesday again after already so many games played. Maybe people can understand a little bit better why I made Atlanta against Crystal Palace, which wasn't good for me, but I did another decision I made for the team. Losing a game of football is never a good idea, and that is what happened when we're not the best runs of form. But sometimes players are rested. Like, look at Dominic Soboslai, look at Virgil van Dijk, look at Ibu Konate, look at Ryan Gambers. They've been playing so many minutes because they weren't available. So it's good for us. We have to win our games. Where there is 1 week, that's in between, and players will come back from injury, so they'll be back from injury. There's more to use from us as well. Exactly. We were talking about this depth of the squad being. We were talking about our squad, not doing great, been lacking of depth. I think we did talk about Jimmy Reckon about the squad technically situation he said in past game at the Palace Carabao Cup, what just talking about, which is the squad's ain't good. I think there's no improvement. I think the quality's been out of shape, but with that, I think it helps to keep us the form really well. I think he will keep us going, as you know. Particularly with slots, I think there's something to do with the depth of the squad. I think being much more want to choose one player to come back from injury. The player. I think we are devastated by all the lacking of injury list. To see how much squad we should be. Those situation. Always, I think there's a quite problem with that. So, on who makes this decision? So let's move on to the next one. Sorry. Yeah, so we're done with that. So, on who makes a decision on Salah involvement in the squad? I think we have to decide as a club, as a part of the decision, not to take him to enter Milan game. I'm always in contact with them, but when it comes to the decision making on the lineup squad, they always leave that open to me. That's not to say I don't talk to them mainly Richard Hughes. By the way, not McAllister's, but I talked to him, Richard, about so many things, but he doesn't to play a player who after him in the squad. I have been until now. I think he never changes. He tied up to me. Exactly. With Mo involvement in the squad for tomorrow against Brighton, I think the part of him to make his own decision, like what he didn't play against Antler, not doing great, being subbed in every game, it's just not helpful because he's making argument. There is an argument, so which is, you know, who's going to make decisions to make the lineup, what changes it's going to use. But it opens to the manager, so they don't talk to them. They just don't talk to the, you know, the owner or something like that. I think there's something change is also. So I wonder who wants to start this day. Like I said, another way of acting it. If the next time I talk about Mo, should be with him. I have no reason not to want him to stay. If that's a little bit of answer to your question. Now, he says nothing because he wants Mo to talk about it. So, but he does want to talk about it. So because he has some reason why he wants to stay, that there's nothing to talk about because he needs to answer your own question about it. So no matter who has to still relationship with Salah, it's just this actually a question. If I have so many times the same answer, always seem to talk about, you know, the boss and stuff and the interview, but it's still in relationship. Like we just talk about Jack Willis and Pep. Well, we're not talking about that. This is Liverpool stuff right now. So I think there's something we cannot talk about. The same answer as always. Can use the same notes as they were saying from the same answer. So, but it's still in good relationship. Well, not get along with each other, you know. I want to bring up in and for provide some justification for the decision. The club has won a lot of the games with him, so that's your answer to your question. I think exactly we always use Mo to win games because I think that's helpful for his decision. I think it helps a lot. Well, when Mo starts with definitely win. I think that's been, you know, I agree with that. I agree. So on the benefit of having 2 weeks in a row a midweek fixture, there's normally definitely beneficial because trading time helps the connection going. Auto playing time held with it as well. It's also safe to say that some of these players have been playing so many minutes that I don't think my performance that would tell me, okay, let's go out in the upcoming 2 weeks and trade on twice a day. I don't think that's what gonna advise me. So yes, there'll be more playing time, so there's more time to prepare for a game because that's different between us and Brighton. I think they have 5 or 6 seconds to come with the game plan. Trainers of the match game plan aren't the first time after the game. We have a session today. If you're playing the last thing you should complain about because it's what you want. It's a reality for us the last month. Indeed, yes. Winnie Mo, well, all the 2 weeks in a row didn't start well, which it didn't, which his performance, which he did start like Everton to Palace and Brentford. I think in past 2 weeks in a row in midweek fixtures, like we play Songland. Songland's just one of them, and he wasn't on. So, and who was it? Been played in the midweek, which they didn't play yet. So, but yes, I think something's going to happen. So, I think he's been training a lot and he's starting to improve what's going to do to advise him. So he's been really energetic. What he is, he's really our type of player. What he needs from us. So exactly. So that's the press over, which is true. Now, let's start predicting the lineup for tomorrow and our prediction, which I did from the prediction show. So we're gonna tell at the end. So I got Alisson starting, who is great. I think what Star says about his impact was starting to improve. Mental 12, what he's been learned. I think he has been improving a lot. Like since he come back to the team, really been, you know, really helpful to improving the help with goalkeepers really having good fun with each other. So I think it's good for say Alisson to get more impact and stuff. How much improvement has he got from the team? Now from the defence in the back. Who do you see more? I think Wabba been starting much more in the Champions League. Well, not often because Milos starts in the Premier League often more, which is true because but the defence does, you know, adaptably good because Cook is so slow. I think he is suffering. I think from a defence, being, you know, not great, but in pressure, it's not that. I think we're starting, the situation of our defense gonna keep us, not hold us back. I think we're doing alright. So we still got Ibu and Virgil as always in two positions. Those two were great, and I think from that it's been great. I think with the defense, Ibu's a big threat now. He got the goal disallowed to make it as a goal. Shocking to hear that. Which were talking about Ibu and Virgil in defence being alright. Hard I'm putting for that for these two teams. From the two defence with Virgil and Ibu, not being pressured on. It's just like, look at the defence. They're both great. I think those two are, starting to get good responsibility. So for my right back, Nigel Gomez, definitely. He was great. I think he needs to be back playing, which is a good sign, because I think he did got a knock at the West Ham game, but he'll be back in the full game because he was great. He was starting some few of the games against West Ham, being great. I think starting to improve a lot. But in my back, but Connor Bradley's still back in the team, so no matter if it starts or not, so I gone with Connor Bradley. Sorry, Joe. I think Connor Bradley, as always, still the best player. As always, he will probably start over Gomez. So let's straight over to my midfield, as I got Florian Wirtz, McAllister, and Dominic Szoboszlai. And I got someone else from the bench would be not too sure. I got Florian Wirtz, McAllister, and Josh. The three midfielders and put Gav on the bench. Just give me a few minutes to see who was start. What's Clark's been talking about. So it's good to see Gav be on the bench. So, but that's my midfield been sorted. My front three is different. So there's no Corcapo. I think he might be injured. So I got Mo Salah right wing. I think what it says, he will start as always. Two games with him will probably do the trick. So that was what we say. I'm a fun. I got Isaac as always still. Well, I think he will start up front. He was doing great but didn't score. But I think he will keep it coming. So I think he will build the forwards into a good shaping squad. But there's no second solutions that I think with Isaac starting to improve, but Hugo did well. So I got Hugo in left wing because Corcapo is injured. So that's my lineup for tomorrow against Brighton, guys. Thank you. And my prediction I got is 3-2 to Liverpool, which I got Dominic Szoboszlai to score, Mo Salah and Isaac to score with 3 goals. Now I do see it happening because we're like we said, I think we are home, so there's no way if you lose, but got 3 goals to us. So but with Brian I got Menty and we're back with 2 goals. And that's my prediction, guys. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Get your comments in. Get your comments about the press conference from Slot. As always, you can watch it, which I'm going to post it on my community post. So as always, thank you guys for watching and supporting this Liverpool content, guys. Turn your notifications, guys. We'll be back on Sunday for that match reaction because I'll be watching the match of the day. So as always, guys, thank you. I'm going to watch the match of the day and I will break down the match reaction on Sunday. I'm going to break it down for you guys what's going on with the interviews. So I will see what they're talking about. So guys, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Good luck, guys. I hope we win at Anfield for tomorrow game at Brighton. I hope it's a good game, guys. If you're at the game, guys, get your comments, guys. As always, thank you for supporting this channel. I will see you in the next video, guys. So guys, peace out. Come on, you Reds.